Pro wrestling superstars have benefited greatly from Triple H taking over WWE's creative vision in the past few years. WWE's head of creative and his team may have let others fade into obscurity. Today, we take a look at the WWE superstars who've fallen down the ranking of prosperity in Triple H's WWE. Is there someone we're forgetting? Let us know in the comments below. Number 8, LA Knight. Now, we know what you're going to say. Didn't LA Knight qualify for the men's Elimination Chamber match just a week ago? Yeah. But honestly, do you feel there's a remote possibility that he could win the match? We're conditioned to think that he doesn't win these big matches, but gets in them, and then we get excited, and then we think maybe he'll be in a big match scenario and level up. But do you think he plays into the championship match scenario of a WrestleMania this year? Fat chance. Yeah, instead, it'll likely be something where he gets close, but once again, just doesn't get the big dub. WWE has sadly put him in this position, and fans are still supporting him. Yes, you can't keep building up that type of anticipation and not giving us the gratification. But everybody must have seen the now infamous episode on Season 2 of WWE Unreal, where Triple H could be seen maybe just talking LA Knight down from deviating from a planned element of the 2025 Money in the Bank match, where the winner of that match would get a cash-in, cash-out, anywhere they want title shot. And Knight was totally devastated in that scenario. This essentially proves that WWE may see him as a big star, but not the star. And there's always going to be people like that in the wrestling pecking order. Number 7, Shinsuke Nakamura. Even though Nakamura has never been regarded as a world champion, he's still deeply respected within the WWE ranks. The King of Strong Style remained an important member of the WWE roster under the previous regime before Triple H. You know who we're talking about. And under Triple H's control, Nakamura has had some strong matches here and there. He's taken on the new Wayward Samurai gimmick, a more darker, more sinister tone. He had a brief reign as the US champion during his feud with LA Knight, but now just kind of seems come and go, and in some circumstances, forgotten about. The unfortunate situation for fans, primarily in Japan, is they don't see their own represented at the top of the card in WWE. And he's appeared on live events, however, he is rarely seen on SmackDown television consistently. You would think that someone who broke out during the black and gold years of Triple H's WWE NXT and then got fed up to the main roster would be one of his favorite players to work with, but maybe Triple H and his team went in simply a different direction with younger talent. Therefore, the game's inability to effectively use a two-time former WWE NXT champion just puzzles a lot of fans. Oddly enough, he had one of the best recent WWE matches against AJ Styles before he retired. That was a certified banger. Number 6, the Street Profits. The Street Profits have faced up and down bookings since last year. Triple H and his team tried to turn Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, and B-Fab into villainous heels with a more serious tone, but that simply didn't take. Fans didn't boo them, so they reverted to their original personas, and it was also kind of confusing to see them left off of WrestleMania 41, especially since they were the reigning WWE Tag Team Champions at the time. Yeah, sometimes tag teams simply don't get the spotlight they deserve. After losing their titles to the Wyatt Six, they had several chances to win them back, but came up short each time. Since early 2026, Ford and Dawkins have been healthy scratches from WWE television. According to most reports, it's not an injury. It's simply WWE waiting to reinsert them into the mix, and hopefully that's soon. As per Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer newsletter, it appears to be the company's creative decision to wait to freshen them up as a tag team. Number 5, R-Truth. A beloved comedic figure, a future Hall of Famer in WWE, a long-time fixture on your television screen if you've been watching wrestling for the last 20 years, is R-Truth. And WWE allowed his contract to lapse in 2025, prompting him to publicly announce that he was released, only for him to return just days later due to the outcry from fans at Money in the Bank, a moment many fans saw as WWE backtracking and giving the fans what they want. Yeah, and adding him into a new, more serious character to return him to the fold. Shortly thereafter, the serious Ron Killings persona was dropped. He reverted back to his old comedy routine within weeks, making the entire repackaging feel half-baked, confusing, and not elevating him. Even in 2026, nothing has come out of it, and it does not look like WWE will be be doing anything big with R-Truth in the immediate near future. Number 4, Pete Dunne. Many fans believe the Bruiser from Britain has largely been written off of WWE television in 2026 because of how he may have been used comparatively in the past as a more serious, legit 5-star wrestler. A once prominent fixture with a solo identity in WWE NXT UK and NXT, he hasn't been positioned in a significant singles role on the main roster. Instead, he's almost featured completely in group angles and mid-card roles, such as Los Americanos with Tyler Bate, which fans see as diminishing his star power rather than building it. But at the same time, he's featured on Monday Night Raw alongside Grande Americano, as well as WWE's expansion into Mexico with AAA. There are reports that he's begun doing producing work and is also doing that on top of wrestling. Maybe he won't be the biggest superstar in WWE, but being a producer and a wrestler in the ring at the same time gives your career longevity. Maybe the longevity that maybe fans don't desire for you. This combination of maybe questionable up and down booking, secondary roles, and behind the scenes duties make him feel like he's not the biggest priority. Number 3, DIY. Many fans, specifically those who love the prime years of WWE NXT, are clearly upset that WWE backed off Team DIY. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, two of the men who put the NXT brand on the map. Their tag team pairing had a lot of expectations. Seeing them pair back together on the main roster had a lot of fans thinking, wow, this is going to be great. But it simply didn't pan out. Gargano and Ciampa last wrestled together on SmackDown in a losing effort in December of 2025, and since then WWE has shifted the focus away from their tag team pursuits in favor of developing a major program. Gargano has been left alone on SmackDown with his wife Candice LeRae after Tommaso Ciampa left WWE earlier this year to join AEW. Many believe that WWE missed an opportunity to capitalize on their recent nostalgia and their proven chemistry together, allowing a reunion to simply fizzle out, giving the impression that the company may have given up on the team in 2025. Number 2, another tag team that's been in WWE for a long time and is fighting for their place in the card is the War Raiders. Yeah, based on how it's been going and how they've been positioning, following a successful run as World Tag Team Champions, WWE is once again not featuring them in any significant roles. There is a natural up and down on the card, and maybe they're suffering from it. Instead, they were outclassed by rising superstars, such as Oba Femi, who beat them both in one match, his first match on Monday Night Raw. And it's not to say that Oba Femi is unworthy of the spotlight, but maybe sacrificing former tag team champions like Eric and Ivar may have not been worth all that. Their momentum really stalled after losing their tag titles to The New Day in 2025, and maybe they're also a victim of the tag team division on the Raw side feeling pretty shallow. War Raiders aren't getting the spotlight in the build they once did. They are starting to be featured a little bit over in Mexico in WWE's AAA, but that only means so much to the casual wrestling fan that's just watching Raw and SmackDown. Before we get to number 1, make sure you hit the like button, get in the comments below, and sound off. And this one may upset some long-time wrestling fans. Number 1, Randy Orton. Despite Randy Orton's status as one of the company's most decorated, long-term main event level superstars, WWE has refrained from elevating him back to the tippy top of the card in a world championship role. After returning earlier in the season and qualifying for the Elimination Chamber, he hasn't prominently been featured in the build to WrestleMania angles or heavily advertised as a top contender. With WWE heavily focusing on other players in the world title scenarios like Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, even a marquee talent like Randy Orton may not find his place on the marquee. He got to be a part of the Royal Rumble, but really in a supporting role that didn't have anyone thinking he was going to win the entire thing. Yeah, Randy Orton playing a supporting role for longtime fans of the Viper, that doesn't have the same bite. Critics, mostly fans online, claim that WWE is hesitant to commit to reintroducing the Viper as a main event player, and maybe that has to do with his tenure in the company, the possibility of another injury putting him on the shelf. Despite fan demand for him to appear in the top level, WWE simply isn't going there right now. Now, obviously, that can all change before the end of 2026. What do you think? Who is not getting what they deserve in WWE? And what would you want to see them get? Let us know in the comments below.